इनके पीछे ही था, इनके पीछे ही था। प्रभु जी आपके फोन से विशाल को फोन कीजिए।
Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopal Jaya 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 Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopal 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 Jaya Jaya Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya Jai Jagannath Swami Jai Jagannath Jagannath Swami Jai Jagannath Jai Jagannath Swami Jai Jagannath Jai Jagannath Swami Jai Jagannath Jai Baladeva Jai Subhadra Jai Baladeva Jai Subhadra Baladeva Jai Subhadra Baladeva Jai Subhadra Jai Baladeva Jai Subhadra Baladeva Jai Subhadra Jai Baladeva Jai Subhadra Jai Baladeva Jai Subhadra Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Jaya Gurudev Jaya Gurudev Gurudev Jai Gurudev Jaya Jaya Gurudev Jaya Gurudev Jaya Jaya Gurudev Jaya Gurudev Jaya Gurudev Gurudev Jai Gurudev Jaya Jaya Gurudev Jaya Gurudev Jaya Gurudev Sri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhagavati Sadma Sri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhagavati Sadma Mando Chaudhana Mahate Mando Krishna Prapti Hoya Krishna Prapti Krishna Prapti Hoya Krishna Prapti Guru Mukha Padma Jikate Goriya Guru Mukha Padma Jikate Goriya Arana Kari Holi Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
कमलाश प्रभु वो पाठ पूजा करेंगे। आप लोग तैयार है 10 मिनट के बाद देवकी के भजन के बाद। हरे कृष्णा।
हरे कृष्णा विशाल प्रभु। हरे कृष्णा विशाल प्रभु।
I'm just going to slightly adjust myself. Huh? No, I think they're all up there. Please, yes, please. Yeah.
हरे कृष्णा विशाल प्रभु।
Are you okay, Prabhu?
हरे बोल विशाल प्रभु।
We want to thank the devotees who made their offerings today. It would have been wonderful for everyone to make offerings, but time is always the essence. And Vaishnava Prabhu, who is running and organizing the program from Maharaj's Samadhi in Rajkot, he specifically requested that we time ourselves at least for this particular point where we will chant a very important prayer of bhajan by Narottam Das Thakur, Vaishnave Vignapti, prayer to the Vaishnava. So we request everyone to please sing this beautiful bhajan. Guru Maharaj liked this bhajan and he appreciated the meaning to it. So we just read the meaning, and this meaning is very important and very apt for us because it glorifies Maharaj and it glorifies all the qualities. On behalf of the disciples and all the well-wishers here, we also want to thank everyone who made their offerings today. Kinkar Prabhu, thank you for sharing such a difficult time and challenging time in your life. And I think it gave all of us inspiration that through any situation, especially when we are facing death, Maharaj's mercy is always on us. And thank you very much for sharing that with us. And thank you to everyone who shared all these personal realizations of Maharaj. And thank you for everyone who submitted their Vyasapuja. The Vyasapuja book is available online, so everyone can read it also. And today we will have 2 hours starting from 1 p.m. Singapore time till 3 p.m. There we'll have almost an hour and a half to 2 hours, where devotees from all around the world, disciples of Maharaj all around the world, will offer their offerings to Maharaj at his Samadhi through the Zoom virtual conference. So you can always join us after this program, that program too. O Vaishnava Goswami, please be merciful to me now. There is no one except you who can purify the fallen souls. Where does anyone find such a merciful personality by whose mere audience all sins go far away? After bathing in the waters of the sacred Ganges many times, one becomes purified. But just by the sight of you, the fallen souls are purified. This is your great power. The holy name delivers one who has committed an offense to Lord Hari. But if one commits an offense to you, there is no means of deliverance. Your heart is always the resting place of Lord Govinda. And Lord Govinda says, the Vaishnavas are in my heart. I desire the dust of your holy feet in every birth I may take. Please consider Narottama yours and be kind upon him. And in the same way, Maharaj, we all desire the dust of your holy feet in every birth that we may take. Please consider all of us yours and please be kind upon us. Prabhu, the karka is there on top of the Tulsi Mara. Vaishnava Goswami. Patita Pavana Tomabine Kehona. Evaro Karuna Vaishnava Goswami. Evaro Karuna Vaishnava Goswami. Patita Pavana Tomabine Kehona. Jaharani Khante Madure Jaharani Khante Papa Dure यमुना दयाला प्रभु के भक्त गंगारा पराशा पश्चाते गंगारा पराशा होले पश्चाते पावा दर्शने पवित्र मोरो तो महाराज हरिस्ताने अपराध हरे हरि हरिस्ताने अपराध हरे हरि तुमस्ताने अपराधे नहीं परित्राण तुम्हारा हृदय सदा गोविंद विष्णु तुम्हारा हृदय सदा गोविंद विष्णु गोविंद को है मोरा वैष्णव परा प्रति जन्मे कोरी आशा चरणे राधुनी प्रति जन्मे कोरी आशा चरणे राधुनी नरोत्तमे घोरो दया नारा बोली नरोत्तमे घोरो दया नारा बोली Evaro karuna koro Vaishnava Evaro karuna koro Vaishnava Atita Pavanam Tomamine Kehoda Atita Pavanam Tomamine Kehoda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Evaro karuna koro Vaishnava Evaro karuna koro Vaishnava Jaya Vaishnava Thakur, Vaishnava Thakur, Srila Vaishnava Thakur. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Gurudev, Mahavishnu Goswami Gurudev. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Gurudev, Mahavishnu Goswami Gurudev. Jai Shri Mahavishnu Goswami Gurudev, Vyasapuja Mamo Satvaki, Shri Shri Radha Nila Madhav Ki, Shri Shri Rukmini Dwarkadish Ki, Srila Prabhupada Ki, Thy Gaur Amrita. We want to have the children get ready.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopal Jaya Jaya 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 Ramana Hari Govinda 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 Jaya Jaya Jai Jagannath Swami Jai Jagannath Jagannath Swami Jai Jagannath Jagannath Swami Jai Jagannath Jagannath Swami Jai Jagannath Baladeva Jai Subhadra Jai Baladeva Subhadra Jai Baladeva Jai Subhadra Jai Baladeva Subhadra Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare,
हरे कृष्णा। अभी हम बस 2 मिनट में महाराज जी का लेक्चर सुनने को जा रहे हैं। महाराज जी का लेक्चर इंग्लिश में है, फिर भी आप लोग को विनती है कि आप बैठे रहिए, क्योंकि दिव्य शब्द है। अगर हमको इंग्लिश भी नहीं आ रहा है तो भी खाली महाराज जी के शब्द सुनने से आज के दिन हमारा कल्याण हो जाएगा। आप लोग शांति से बैठिए और सुनिए, और उसके बाद देख लो प्रभु हमारे से डायरेक्ट ऑनलाइन ज्वाइन हो जाएंगे। आप पूरे विश्व के लोग महाराज जी को ऑफरिंग करेंगे, महाराज जी को संस्मरण करेंगे। फिर 12:30 बजे पुष्पांजलि और 12:40 को हम लोग लास्ट गुरु पूजा, गुरु आरती कर देंगे। आप लोग सब शांति से बैठे रहिए। हरे कृष्ण।
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This Sansparshaja, here is a nice word, Sparsh means touch. And we always have the different types of touches, I want to eat nice palatable food, prasad or something. Rasgullas please me, but a nice touch is there. I'm sitting on a cushy seat, very, very comfortable. This sparsha sukh, the touch, which gives you a bit of happiness. He says, dukkha yonava evade. Everything which is this type of happiness we regard has its concomitant misery. We are coming from the times when we were all joint family, 25 people staying in one house. Nice building was there, but not a single chair was there. Everybody was sitting like this. Those who came also sit. And it was very very nice talking, and we felt that we are all one. Suppose this room also, if you put the sofa sets, hardly 3-4 people can sit, and we sip wine glasses or something. No, not really. Please, please. If we can, from our houses, we should reduce the foam. It's too much foam in this age. This side is this side, every side. He wants to stretch his legs, and then he has arthritis and all the diseases, because we have lost this touch with the simplicity. So many diseases occur. Simplicity will relieve us. Try to have a less touch. And we cannot avoid it. Really, tongue is there, so we have to eat something in order to survive. So we cannot stop eating. But at the same time, he says the touching sensation is the source of misery. Dukkha yonavete. How to match this? Can anybody tell?
Eat only things offered to Krishna.
Offered to Krishna, that is austerity. Then anything else. And so it is dukkha, That is the instruction. So how to, and we cannot survive without it, that is definite. So are the scriptures contradictory? Yes.
And it's implying that everything which comes to the contact of the senses comes with a package of attached pain.
Misery, yeah.
So we need to get above the pain and pleasure.
We
need to try for neither pain nor pleasure.
But my point is that if touching sensation is source of misery, then does it mean that we should stop eating? Eat prasad, that is one way. Yes. What else?
To engage all these things in Krishna service so that we think of Krishna when we're doing the activities that give us the sense pleasure. And not to do it for the sense pleasure, but
Yeah, we have to do it for the survival.
pleasing the Lord.
Yeah, that's right. That's right, Nathan. Again, in the scriptures, it's very clear that in order to obtain the Lord's mercy, and that we are all trying, we are really all hungry for Lord's mercy. Prasadam adhigacchati. Unless there is prasad, Lord's mercy, we'll never be able to carry on. Every second of our existence, He is helping us to breathe in and breathe out, which is very important for our survival, is also His mercy. The day He wants to stop our breath, nobody can give a single breath. So everything depends upon His mercy. But He has created our body, everything is created by Him. Aham sarvasya prabho. Mataha sarvam pravartate. Everything emanates from me. And the wise who know this, they become devoted to me. So I hope that by this time we are wise. Really we recognize Him as the source of everything. So He is the source of everything. And that's why our whole attention is attracted to Him. And He has given us Atma Vashair Vidhyatma. We are completely controlled in our habits. And Vidhyatma, we are only working in the limits of the regulated freedom. Regarding prasad also, He has given us a freedom that we should not touch anything which cannot be offered to Him. That goes without saying. And then again, there is a limit to it. So this is Vidayatma, is regulated freedom. This is the gift of Krishna to living entities, but he knows how to behave here, how we behave and how we can be happy. You know, we buy cameras, or we have bought this sound system, and always the company provides the booklet. So that if you go through the booklet and you operate these things according to the instructions of the company, then it will give you the good results. So our bodies are also manufactured by him, and the plant is also manufactured by him. So he also gives the booklet. And he has given us booklet in the form of Bible or Bhagavad Gita or whatever. So if you organize your life according to the tenets of his booklet, then this body will give good results. Otherwise it will be diseased. You will be at ease to follow the instructions of the booklet. I am following the booklet instructions. That's why I am operating this very accurately. As soon as I ignore the instruction, then the trouble starts. I may break it, and the results will not be there. The same thing happens when we ignore the spiritual instructions. And regarding eating, this is only one thing of the sense gratification. He has given us regulated freedom. And he says, please, don't touch the sinful things. Don't commit sin and fill up your belly. Committing sin of killing innocent animals, and particularly the cows, are completely prohibited in his instructions. And if you are not discriminating about this, then the concomitant misery will be there. The animal which you are putting into your stomach is also deceased, because he is the material body. So material body is always deceased. So though this is unknowingly, we are eating. Why can't we come to our senses regarding this? This is a regulated freedom. If you don't follow this, then you are going to have the misery. You know, there is food poisoning and so many things, you know, cholesterol and this and that and that and that and that. I don't mean that vegetarians don't suffer, but the ratio of suffering is more in the meat eaters than the vegetarians. And then our teeth are not suitable for chewing meat. We cannot kill our prey. If I want to eat the cow, I cannot kill the cow with my teeth. We have to use the choppers. So that shows that that food is not suitable for our intestines. Our teeth set are only to chew the vegetables. They are not suitable for the consumption of meat. So that is a regulated freedom, that you should not eat past meat, fish and eggs. That is our first regulation. This is a regulated freedom we have for enjoyment of the food. And definitely, as I told you, that we cannot avoid consuming food. Can you? How long? A day or two, maybe. But we have to have something. You can't manage with it for a long time. We must have. But there is a regulated freedom. So sanity is to try to obey the laws of the nature. I mean to say laws of God. To have a healthy life. That goes without saying. We were in Ethiopia, and there was a king, Ethiopian king. In Ethiopia, they follow the Orthodox Christianity. Very nice way. So that king was vegetarian that time, and he survived nearly 102 years. And even then, after 102 years of age, he was murdered. Otherwise, don't know, really he might have survived a bit more. So survival or no survival, but he was satisfied that he has followed the laws of the God. We had read in Christianity also in England, there is a very nice presentation from, I don't know which society it is, but they had translated Bhagavata, the Bible, from the Aramaic language from Tibet. And that old copy was preserved in Tibetan monastery. And from there they had translated. And the whole thing was like vegetarianism was the main thing, main instruction in that. So when we start tempering our scriptures, then the misguidance is bound to be there. Otherwise, the instruction, the essence of all the faiths is same. The animal, which is also having life, eating, sleeping and mating and defending, everything is an animal. Animal eats, animal sleeps, animal defends, animal mates, everything is there. So how can we deny the soul in the animal? So who gives the right to kill that poor dumb animal? That's also a game. And if you do that, then the reaction is there. So many people died in famine or crash or earthquakes or drought or whatever. So many things are going on. Wars. Now recently the whole population was wiped off. In 1 month, how many people died? Why it is so? It's nobody's fault. But the Krishna has his own arrangement to wipe out the sinful activities. This is how. Please, this regulated freedom must be followed. And if sanity prevails, then there will be happiness in the society. Insensitive society cannot be happy. Because everything is such a rich country is here. Here everything is in plenty. As I told you yesterday, in England we pick up only one tissue paper. You buy the box and one tissue paper. Here Americans they pick up 5. Such extravagance is there. You have plenty of things to show mercy. Why not to come to our senses and follow the regulated life? And then miseries will be less. At the moment so much sickness is around. You people know more than me how much sickness is. The mental condition is completely gone. Because the regulated freedom we are not following. And we think that eating means I can put anything. Is it a go down? And more than go down, is it a cemetery for animals? If the animal is dead, it should be buried in a cemetery, isn't it? So is your stomach a cemetery? Please ask these questions and try to find out the root of it. And try to organize your eating. That is dukkha yonaved. Then you can avoid bit of misery. And even then you will be miserable. Because aging nobody can avoid. We are aging, I am aging, everybody is, without exception. There is no exception for this aging effect. But here Bhagavatam again gives us the clue how to minimize the aging. Aging nobody can stop, but we can definitely minimize by following the peaceful activities, God-conscious activities. We can reduce the age. It's very nicely said that ayuho harati vai pusam. Ayuho means our own life. Harati means decreases. Vai means definitely. Everybody's life is decreasing. How? Uddamastan yannaso. By rising of the sun and the setting of the sun, the day is gone. America is a very nice country. Do we not decrease our days? Isn't there any living entity who can increase? Here? No exception. Everybody has to decrease. As soon as the sun sets, one day is gone. And how many times the sun has set already in our life? How many days are gone? And they're gone, never to come back. These days are gone, they're gone forever. Please remember this. But here Bhagavatam shows, the Sanatana religion, eternal religion, shows the way out of it. If you don't want to decrease your life, or if you want to slow the process of aging, then he gives the formula, tasya rute. There is one exception to this, he says. And what is that exception? Kshanam nita. Every moment should be utilized. Uttam Shloka Vartaya. In the discussion about God, Krishna. Then you will not decrease. I see so many times I have seen you. You look younger and younger. What's there? What medicine you are taking?
Harikatha.
Harikatha. some pastimes of Krishna, Lord, And if you engage in this, definitely your mind will be pacified. And our health depends upon our condition of the mind. First mind goes wrong, and then the health follows. And mind will definitely go wrong if you break the instructions of God. That is definite. And this is only we are discussing eating. Sleeping also has to be regulated. Again it is a nice touch. Cushy bed and cushy quilt and raining and cold and very nice place to sleep. Those who are condemned, living entities, they are sent to Minneapolis. Always cold. Everything what is available in hell is available in Minneapolis. Dark, rainy, damp, cold, no sun. That is the hellish condition. Minneapolis is hell. And we are dying to come to Minneapolis. And again after coming here, we don't know the laws of God. He says, forget about the God. He says, I'm sleeping today. And the medical science has proved that if you keep yourself awake after 9 o'clock at night, your blood burns. And if you sleep after 4 o'clock in the morning, cough increases. And both of these things we are doing. We are burning our blood at night, and in the morning we are increasing our cough. And then no remedy. SARS, respiratory trouble. There is no cure. Please, please, please. We are unnecessarily victimized by these things, by our own foolishness. This is dukkha yona evate. In no faith it is insisted that you should cross the limit of the God's instructions. And if you cross the limit, you are nowhere. You are going to have, as it is, the material life is miserable. So we make it more miserable by our sinful attitudes. How are we going to improve our standard? I don't know. Our standards don't depend upon the artificial standards. So the artificial standard of living is no living at all. You are dependent on so many things. Simplicity is completely absent. And just to survive in this house also, we have so much to maintain and so much to expect. The running water must be there, electricity must be there, and all these houses are wooden houses. And live electricity day and night is flowing in this house. How long does it take for Krishna to have a short circuit somewhere? Within no time will be gone. Before you realize that you are going to die, you will be burnt. The houses are wooden houses. Inferno. Such a peculiar situation we have created under the name of the advancement. And this is the advancement, Please, please, come to the senses, try to find out the laws of God, and try to find out the limitations which He has given, and please behave in the limitations if you want to be happy. That is how. Otherwise, dukkha yanavayate, adyantavanta. All these things, they have adi, they have beginning, they have end. And this is how. For temporary things, we are running around so much and ignoring the eternal instruction of God. And we find out so many excuses. I can't follow this, I have to work and I do this and do that. And this is only regarding the food we are talking. And then again with all the vegetarianism and everything, your intake must be very limited. Otherwise, all right, Khichdi is there, come on, come on, come on. Purnendu is supplying, I am eating. That's it. No, Purnendu may supply, but the stomach is yours. And it's only 6 inches. This again there is a limitation. In 6 inches stomach, how much you can stuff? There must be limitation, isn't it? There must be to a certain extent you take. This again there is a law. That please eat bit less. Then you will be healthy. Once we were traveling from Calcutta to Bombay, about 5 years ago, and it took nearly 36 hours journey. And there were other people also with us. So every station they were eating something, And we didn't eat anything. We had bought some bananas and oranges or something. So when the Bombay was nearing, they realized, they said, we ate so much and you didn't eat anything. So I told them we had fruits and this. So no, I said, fruits is not a solid food. So I told them, we are going to take bath and take nice prasad in temple. Yes, he said, you are correct. Those who eat, they die. Those who don't eat, they don't die. He was very correct. Eat less and the comfortable living will be there. The strain on the body will be less. This is both ways it goes. The first thing is, we don't have to touch the things which are not essential for the body. Dead bodies should never be put into mouth, and dead bodies completely should be avoided. Have nice prasadam, and there is also prasad we call it. Whatever we prepare, rice or dal or vegetables or whatever, you please offer it to Krishna. Patram pushpam phulam phulam toyam. He has instructed again what is to be offered to him. And then you please request him that please take it, and he is so very kind. He doesn't require anything from you. Do you think that Krishna is starving without your chapati? He is the source of everything. His one of the name is Vishwambar. He maintains all the universes. Is he waiting for your prasad? No, because he is full. He takes prasad and returns everything to you. Whatever we offer to him, he doesn't consume. He consumes and he returns as it is. So merciful. And that's why our Vedic traditions are that everything is offered to Krishna. And this way, we are completely comfortable. The young boy is very comfortable when he goes with the father outside and he holds the finger of the father. So he knows that now I am safe. So he crosses the roads and everything. But he is not afraid at all. The fear is not there. Only the fear starts when he leaves the finger of the father. Then he is on his own. He doesn't know how to cross the road. He is baffled completely. Why? Because he has left the finger of the father. Please, do anything and everything. Don't leave the finger of the father. Our Father is very powerful. Always catch his finger and he will guide you. You will be fearless. This Videyatma, regulated freedom activities, will make you completely safe. And this is not only food, but in all the activities, we should be behaving like this. And this is the only way. There is no other way. You may try so many other ways. Nanyata gati. There is no other gati. There is no other way. We try to manifest so many ways. That I will do like this, I will do like that, I will do like that. But no, royal road is always one. Highway is one. Once you are driving on a highway, then you can close your eyes and drive. You will reach the destination. But if you are going here and there, you have to find out the road way. So this is how, please stop these activities. Make human life very successful by following the regulated freedom. And those who follow this style, prasadam adhikachiti, they get the mercy of Krishna. Every life should be regulated. Every type of sense enjoyment must be regulated. There must be some place for the austerity in our life. We may call it penance or something. But austerity must be there. We don't like to get up early in the morning. But you have to force to get up. In all the species of existence, we have slept, you have eaten, we have mated, and we have produced children everywhere. And now again the same thing we are doing. So what's the difference between animal life and our life? Please try to recognize this. Here you are having higher intelligence. The higher intelligence should force us to understand what God is, who we are, and what is the relationship between God and us, and please follow as soon as possible. If you don't understand these things, do not worry. So much literature is with us. I would insist really to buy one small book written by Prabhupada, and it will give you everything. Your life is very busy in America, but you can read some 50, 60 pages or something, and it will give you the whole idea. And if you can touch Bhagavad Gita or Srimad Bhagavatam, nothing like that really. Or otherwise, whichever scripture you are following, please try to take the essence of scripture. Essence is same. The outer garb may be different here and there. And this is how we should mold our life. Life is meant for penance, as Prithu Maharaj says, that this body is not meant for working hard. But we have to work hard because the setup of the government and economic condition is such that everybody has to work. It has to work. This house, they may have mortgage. By the time they clear the mortgage, they may be old. So they may pass away or whatever. Then again, their children have to inherit the property. So there is inheritance tax. 40% is gone in England. I don't know what is here. And they have to pay that cash immediately. If they don't pay, they have to vacate the house. So after vacating again, they have to find out their own houses. So father worked like a donkey for the whole life to free it. Again the sons also have to work like a donkey. This was completely absent in the Vedic culture. We had kings, nice kings. They were known as saintly kings, Rajarshi. And we were staying in a Muslim kingdom when we were young. We had a whole house, big house. And every year, 1 rupee we had to pay the tax on the house. We never had any idea of the mortgage installments. No system was there. Nothing was completely absent. You build the house is yours. Every year you may pay on the land or house some 1 rupee or 8 annas or whatever. And that too my father was very troublesome. And that too we didn't have to go anywhere to pay. The clerk will have to collect 1 rupee. So every year he will come to our house. Father will say him coming in the window. The Yamraj is coming, he will take 1 rupee. Take 1 rupee. And now in London, I don't know here, but in London, they have started a new tax. Already there are so many taxes, but this is a new one now again. Then in the center of the city, they have marked the center area. And anywhere any car passes through the center has to pay £5. And poll tax is there. If you are 18 years old, just to stay on that island, you have to pay nearly £10 per week. Then indirect taxes are there. Every commodity you pay the tax. Then again income tax is there. Then again social security is there. Again medical tax is there. How many taxes? Can we survive in this? And again in all these different circumstances, our life is completely irregulated. And that brings the misery, more misery. As it is, from every corner, we are in a miserable condition. At least please, from your busy day, come half an hour, spare half an hour or so, and please come to this side. Try to see what is the way out of it. Otherwise, we'll have chronic diseases. When the ease is not there, these things will give you a bit of ease. And because you don't have ease, means you are diseased. Disease is nothing. It's absent of ease. And absent of ease can never be cured by any tons of medicines. You may pour so many things into your mouth. How can you buy ease? If you want to have ease, you have to go to your father. The child will never be satisfied unless he is taken to father or mother. He is crying for father or mother. So you may marry him, you may give him $1 million, he will never be satisfied. So you have to come to your father. Otherwise there is no ease. Herein, the modern medical system is completely barred. The other day we had a talk with somebody, and he said, "Are you having regular checkup?" I said, "No, there is no need of checkup." He said, "No, every year I have a checkup." So I said, "Why?" He said, "I'm not feeling anything, but they may find out something." I said, "Till I'm all right, why should I have a checkup?" Then they may find out something that after 6 months you had a heart attack. And they were scared. "Oh, doctor, now what should be done?" And start to taking medicine. Please, don't be misguided till you are not feeling anything wrong. At least save yourself from these modern so many things. Otherwise, bypass and this pass and that pass, and eventually pass. The only thing is, we want to have checkup when we are all right, because we don't want to die. And death is certain, as certain as death, we call it. Definitely, death is certain. Nobody can avoid it. So why should I be ready for death? Father told today that he is dealing with the old people who are nearing death. And he said they are very brave, they face the death, they are never afraid of death. That's the way to face the death. Otherwise everybody has to go away. So why to hesitate? Sooner or later, it doesn't matter. Nothing is going to stop here. All the planes are flying. So many pilots are working. And daily they should be dying, isn't it? Pilots. But even then the plane doesn't stop. One goes, the other one turns. One goes, the other one turns. Nothing stops here in this world without us. Please. Those things which are fixed by Krishna, we cannot avoid them. Unnecessarily don't get scared. And don't be victimized by these so-called modern arrangements. They are all clutches of a Kali Yuga. They try to catch you somewhere. The more simple you are, the more you are attached to the scriptures, the more you will be free. The more you are attached to these clutches, you will be caught somewhere. Please, try to save yourself from these unwanted nets. And there is only one way, that when we become completely free. I was in the hospital and I was very sick. So that would be, all the tubes were here and they were feeding me, and here some tube was there. I was completely tired, lying helpless like this. And the doctor came and he said, "Do you want to continue your treatment?" I said, "No." He said, "No, you are going to die," he said. So I told him, "You are not going to survive anyway." I was not in my senses really, but this somehow came out. Yes, that's correct, he said. So I told you, just please agree with me that I don't want your treatment. "Oh, this patient doesn't want to survive. He's going to die." All right. They said, "Now take out all the tubes and everything." And within no time I was completely free. And then I could sit on the bed, where there were no tubes, nothing at all, no saline, nothing. I was very free. So he came, "How are you feeling?" I told you, "See, I denied your treatment, I'm free." And really I improved. Otherwise, I'm completely tied like a prisoner. Please, this is not exaggeration, but that is how we are caught up. Oh, you want to survive? I say, yes, I want to survive. Then more Jews. Please, please. Everywhere has to go. Those who are prepared for death, those who don't hesitate to die, they never die. Those who are not ready to die, they'll definitely die. Please. Because then we take recourse to the things which are not needed. One thing we should have full faith in, that if Krishna wishes, we survive. If he wishes, anyway, with all the tubes and everything, you are going to die. So I to have at the time of death, would you like to have all tubes into your body? But please, please, please. This is one of the arguments, not one of the suitable arguments, so it's a fact. And I many times tell, if you want to die, please die in India. Nobody would care. At least you will save yourself from refrigeration. Then once it's dead, already completed. Come on, burn it. Bury it, or whatever. Nobody cares about it. That's nice death. After death, at least unnecessary, why should I go to refrigerate? Please, please. This is a fact. And we are lunatics to follow this style. Sooner we stop this lunacy and come to God, it's very comfortable. Names of God are very comfortable. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama. How bright these people are. They don't do anything. This man, honestly, why are you chanting? How bright boys are there. They don't know anybody. Nothing to worry about. No illicit connections. That is the main thing you have to understand. It is rampant in this country. Illicit sex life will kill you while surviving. Please avoid, for Krishna's sake. There is a regulated freedom. You marry first, the association is nonsense. Doesn't have any sense. I am very pleased that our where is that rascal? Time they are getting married. That's nice. Please, please, avoid this nonsense under the name of the association. Don't give the dates. No dates. Forget about these dates. You can date with Krishna that I am coming tomorrow at 4 o'clock in the morning. And Krishna will be pleased. You can have 100 dates with him that I am coming in the afternoon. Come, he says. I am coming in the evening. Come. I am not coming, then go and die. Please, please. The main difficulty is that the parents are not God conscious. And so they don't take care of their children. They themselves are astray. We don't know who our real father is. We don't know who our real mother is. We may be coming from the poor country, but at least we are proud that our real father and mother are there. Here it is impossible to track. Please, this situation has got to be corrected. Those who are getting married now, they should decide once for all that marriage is only once. And if they have children, fortunately or unfortunately, they must give minimum, they should give to their children is the real mother and father. This is the minimum required for the children. Are we animals that you produce and you leave them? This is a nonsensical sense desire. As soon as you produce, it's your duty to take care of them. Why government should take care of your children? Or why anybody should take care? Please, if you want to marry, here, open your eyes and open your ears. It's only once for lifetime. It's for austerity. It's not for sense gratification. It is not a patni means wife. It's not kama patni. It's not only for sense gratification. It's Dharma Patni. It's just go to Krishna. The union is sanctified. It is one of the sanskaras in our traditions. And these sanskaras are very pure. And as soon as the girl is married or boy is married, then finished. There is no going here and there. Something goes wrong, something dies or something, they don't change the partners. By changing the partners, you are not going to be happy. Please carve these things in your mind, and then you come together if Krishna wishes. If you don't come together, so far so better. Because this is all animal life we are following. Again, regulated freedom. Please try to learn from these devotees and elder ones. Take the shelter of the elder ones, like father and mother and maybe church or whatever, and try to learn from them how they are surviving. The nice couples are surviving. Purnendu is here. He is married. Other couples are here. Or Anand is married. There are so many people here married, and they are going on very nicely. So please learn from them how to behave. This is Vruddhashrayam. This is needed. And unless you follow these things, you will never have the opulence. You may have sense gratification, but that you had as a hog also. And what is your sense gratification? You produce only one child. Hog in one go produces 12 children. Hog is much better. Please, don't have a hoggish life. This is a regulated means. And if you don't come to your senses, then as it is you will be consumed by so many diseases and so many things. And then again the modern development is there. Economic stability is not there. So many things are going on around us which are completely detrimental to all this following. So please try to make severe efforts to follow the correct line. And to follow the correct line, you must assemble in the groups like this, try to discuss the scriptures. Prabhupada is very much present in his books. He has given everything to you. Please repeat again and again and try to extract the essence for the good of your life. Otherwise, it will be less than an animal. You know, donkey? Donkey is a celebrated fool animal among the animals also. Even the horse knows the donkey is fool. Cows know the donkey is fool. But even that donkey, if you offer a beer glass, he will not touch. And beer glass comes to you, less than donkey. At least be animal, if not human being. Please, stop this nonsense. Gutter water anybody drinks? The more rotten the beer is best, regarded best. And why? Nice jal is given by Krishna, clean water is given. Why to go to these things? But our eating habits are irregulated, so the food which we cannot digest, we drink, we eat, so we have to have some other type of drinks to digest that. And even then the rotten meat doesn't get digested. It's not our food. Then we develop ulcers and so many types of other diseases and cancers and so many things. Please, please, please. How should I request you to come to the regulated life? I don't know really. I failed. I am from the generation where there was no irregulation was there. All the marriages were very regular and sanctified. I did not understand the illicit connections till I came to London. Then only I knew that this is all jungle. In the Vaishnava community, it was very straightforward. Everybody knew the wife belongs to this man, wife is this wife. Auntie is there, mother is there. So many relations were there. They were all very clean. Everybody was attracted to God. And God-conscious life had so much impact on the society. The society was all very bright. No inebrities at all, no fighting. We will never utter a word divorce. That word was not uttered. to talk of actual divorce. We didn't utter that. Society was very peaceful. And they were very nice. Such a big village we had, nearly 1 lakh population, 100,000. And there was only one policeman. And his duty was to bang the time, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, down to. And we didn't know more than that. I thought the police duty is to bang. I didn't know that his duty is to bang the human being. Please, such was a nice society. We want to revert back. Please, enough of this nonsense. Come to your sense and please follow something. If you have any difficulty, the group is here already. Please increase this consciousness. Get together, you elders. Please guide the younger ones. Terry, is it? Where is Jimmy? Is not here. Joy. Now say they are surviving in a marriage. Ask them how they survive. Terry shows the way, as heard. Yeah. Terry and Jimmy. Jimmy. So Jimmy, you should tell the secret,
Yes, dear.
Yeah. He said, what is it? Yes, dear. That's successful marriage. Please.
Anything the wife says, say yes, dear, and marriage will survive.
Somebody said, tolerance is there. Tolerance is the key word. Otherwise nothing survives. You tolerate each other. And that is how the children become very happy. The children want mother and father both. They lack and then they become mental. What of mother and father? In your country, everything is absent. So naturally, the children are really in a very poor shape and condition. Please don't exploit the children at any time. Particularly the girls. Girls should be protected, always. Till they attain the age, should be protected the father. Once they attain the age, father and mother must help them to find out the partner. Look to the partner, whether he is all right or not. Then only marry them. Otherwise, let them worship Krishna. That is the best way. Don't throw them away. And so the male children also. Please, please. Culture, our culture, human culture must improve. Must improve. And it's all practical. Otherwise, even God's names will not help you really. The behavior must improve. On one side, the behavior should be completely sublime, and then you are at ease. And with that ease, you please come to Krishna. And Krishna will accept. This is how please. In whichever condition you are, maybe you are not in a suitable condition, then forget about other things and you please start chanting God's names. God's names will equally powerful as God. They will help you in all circumstances. Don't tell that no, now we are cross, now we cannot do anything about our improvement. No. Don't be nervous like that. Please start chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
and it will definitely help. In any situation, names will help. Don't be discouraged, please. Discouragement should be completely absent. Otherwise, frustration will be there. Don't get frustrated. Please try to follow these things, and Krishna will help you. Jai Prabhupada ki. Yes. Have you any question? Yeah.
Maharaj, it's a big business here that when the person dies, even they take the person and they put the smile and they put all makeup and they decorate it. Very very long process, It's so that when you go to the coffin, you think, oh,
It's
my
very
beloved
nice.
is there.
What's the use of decorating dead body? It's just for our sense gratification. Then my father is smiling. For the whole lifetime he was crying. And death and death. Forget about these things. I don't know how to correct. But Prabhu has very kindly came here and has given Mahamantra. Please start chanting and improve your condition.
Hare Krishna, Maharaj.
Yes.
Hare Krishna. If Krishna is really the Supreme Personality of Godhead,
Yes, yes.
He is the Supreme Absolute Truth. Then if I call upon Him through chanting His holy names, chanting Lord Chaitanya's Mahamantra, yes, Krishna, then I should receive direction from Krishna in my life, should I not? Should I receive direction from Krishna in my life just as I would if I prayed to God through a medium of the Christian faith, say, which I have experienced before, having direction in my life by praying to God through the Christian faith? Should I receive that kind of direction? Should I know God? Should I know Krishna as God? I mean, if He really truly is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and if I am calling His name, Krishna, 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 then He really is the Supreme Absolute Truth. Should He not give me direction in my life then? Is this true?
You told that you got direction as a Christian. As a Christian you got direction. So why should you come to Krishna? Follow the direction.
What's that? What?
You told me
Yes.
that you got the direction from Christian, Jesus or whatever.
Yes.
So it's correct way. Why should you come to Krishna?
Why should I come to Krishna if I had directions?
Yeah,
through
all
Krishna?
right. It's all right. So you got to continue the faith.
Continue the what?
Faith, your faith.
Yes, continue the Krishna.
I fail to understand. You are already having the reciprocation.
Yes.
So that is Krishna. So why should you come again to Krishna?
So that you would suggest that say the prayer through the faith of Christianity.
Whatever.
Yes.
Doesn't matter at all. If you are Christian, be a good Christian. We don't want to change we don't want to conversion. No. We never want that. You be a good, whatever you are. And good is not Christian, good is not Islam, good is not Hindu, good is good. And that is God. God is God. God is not only Hare Krishna God. God is not only Christian God. God is not only Islam God. God is God. That's it. You had already the realizations. So forget about all the other methods.
Forget about the other methods?
Definitely.
The other methods, what methods do you mean? Forget about
Any. You are satisfied in your Christian faith. You got the reciprocation. You got the direction. That is what we mean.
See, I'm confused because...
No, why to confuse? It's straight way. There is no confusion. You are confusing me. You are very frank. You told me that you, as a Christian,
Yes.
you had directions.
Yes.
So why to leave that direction? You're quite happy.
Well, you asked me why. I mean, that was some years ago. I did leave that because, I've just searched. I've continued my searches amongst all different kinds of faith.
But there was no need of it. When God was talking to you, He was giving the direction. What other faith can give you more than that? You had a direct connection with God. That's what you are telling me. That He was directly giving instruction.
Seamless.
So what more you want from other faiths?
Well,
means gone. You're
I would
gone.
expect...
Robert, I'm
Yes,
sorry.
No.
You told me that you got the direction.
Yes.
Stick to it.
But would you suggest then I go back to Christianity? Is it,
No, back or forward, there is no back or forward in spirituality.
uh,
This duality is in the material world. In spiritual world there is no backward world. It's spiritual. Whether and faith doesn't matter. Faith may change here and there. God is same. You also go to the church,
Yes.
you also pray.
Yes.
I also go to the temple, I also pray. My way is a bit different from you may be, seemingly. But it's all for one God. God is one without second. It doesn't matter what faith you go to. You told that you had already received vocation and you were quite happy to get the directions. So there was no need of it. There was no need. You are a good Christian. Please don't kill anybody. That's it. And thou shalt not kill, Don't harm anybody. We should treat everybody as our, what is it? Huh? Yeah, brother, some commandment is there that we should not harm,
Do unto others as you'd have
Yeah,
them do unto
this is.
Hare Krishna, Maharaj. But so, like, if I chant Hare Krishna, yes, if I chant Hare Krishna, should I not receive that same kind of direction that I get from prayer, like to God?
That I'm surprised. Why are you not getting?
Why am I not getting? I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
No, you can't ask me.
No.
You have to ask yourself.
Yes.
As a Christian you are getting,
Yes.
so you should be satisfied. I'm getting for Hare Krishna, I'm satisfied. So how can I pass that to you? I mean to say, the sincerity of approach you already had. And the same sincerity I am instructing to have. So if you have already, you have. It doesn't matter whether it is Christian faith or Hindu faith or whatever faith. This is eternal. Soul has got to have some connection with the Supreme Soul. See, this light is shining here because it is through meter. The wires are connected to the powerhouse. Isn't it? So in Christian's house also the light will be shining. In Musliman's house also it will be shining. In my house also it is shining. So light is neither Christian, nor Muslim, nor Hindu, nor nothing, Hare Krishna or anything. Light is light. Why? Because it is connected to the powerhouse. So we living entities, somehow or the other, if we are connected to the powerhouse, we should get the reciprocation. It doesn't matter what you follow. That's why our Swamiji was very, very clear about this, that I am trying to propagate God consciousness. And God is correctly known, according to our scriptures, as Krishna. So we are following that name. But it doesn't matter what name you follow. God has millions of names. And we don't want any conversion at all. But we want you to uplift yourself and improve the quality of your life. That is our request. As a Christian also you have to uplift you. Who Murli that? Our Murli from Yugoslavia. He had once he visited Christian community in Yugoslavia. Even now, today, that community is there. And they have 700 acres of land. They are completely cut off from the modern world. And they are very satisfied. Big directors and engineers and doctors, they are there. They put on shorts, they till the land, they grow themselves. They are very simple life. No electricity is there. And they are very happy in their concord. And in Christians also, if I don't mistake, there were Essenes. Essenes were as austere as our sages. So roots are all same. Roots are very same. Vedic culture means it is coming from God. Nobody can write the scripture like Bhagavad Gita or Bhagavatam or Bible. I don't study much, but I am sure that it is not written by human being. Human being is always fraught with 4 defects. They cheat each other, that is definite. They have imperfect senses. Our senses are not perfect. My eyes are imperfect. I can't see what is beyond the wall. Or even if the wall is not there, I can only see for 100 feet. I can see. More than that I can't see. I may lose my sight. All senses are imperfect. Cheating propensity is there, and always we are illusioned because I don't know what is true, what is wrong. So these are all defects. With all the defective life, I cannot write a single word about the spirituality. And so that's why these scriptures are Bhagavad Pranitam. They are coming direct from God. And that's why we get light from it. Otherwise we can't. Power also is completely separate. But the wires are connecting. So we should also be, somehow or the other, connected to the supreme power. And from that power, we get the power daily. And that is why we get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to renew the connection. We have to maintain the connections, isn't it? Otherwise wires may get rotten. So every time they have to look to it, that the connections are all right. Then only the lights will perform. Otherwise, without the connection, this light will look, the bulb will look as a bulb, but it won't have a bulb's potency. It must be connected to have the potency. As it is, human beings may look like human beings, but without the connection of God, they look like human beings, there is no potency. Please, in order to have potency, we must have this connection. It doesn't matter what way you follow, but we have to have a connection. This is the main point.
Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. The emphasis is on the name, any bona fide name. So what name you know, you call God by that name, you have a personal relationship. A name is a personal relationship.
Yeah, that's
you
it.
call on the name, bona fide name, and then you have the relationship, you have reciprocation. That is comfortable for you.
There is nothing to worry about, Robert. Please keep on coming and just be with whatever your name, preference is out of the name. We call so many names. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare. You don't utter Ram's word. That's my... Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Your name is Robert. But if I call you half name, Rob, meaning changes. Rob is Robert. So it's not reciprocated. My name is not Robert, it's Robert. So Krishna was upset. If his full name is... So nice, Robert. You are a very nice devotee. Don't give in to these doubts. Please. Yeah. Any other thing? So nice. That's the part key.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, devotees are requested to join a new link and leave this meeting because we are going to start a webinar so that more participants can join. So we have already sent the link in the chat. The link is also shared by Vaishnava Seva Prabhu and Guru Dev Amrutvani. So please join that link. We are give us 10 minutes to start the webinar. Hare Krishna. Sorry for inconvenience.